everyone, so today I want to show you this card. It's a 5x7 fun shutterfold card. Now I've done something very similar to this before. I called it something different because it was slightly different. The measurements were different. The centre panel was smaller and these panels were obviously bigger. I'll try and put a link up in the top corner for it. But yeah, so I thought I'd have a go with this one. I'm using my own papers on this. So this is the new Pink Posies pack, which I'm going to show you in a moment. I'm also using dies from Coca-Rosa Studio. So the butterfly dies, the happy birthday die, that's all from Coca-Rosa Studio. So go over there and use my code ICED20, which will get you 20% off your order. And then the Miri card that I've used here and the Miri card for the butterflies, that's all from DRK Crafts. So go over to www.drkcraft.co.uk and have a look, because they have lots of things over there and they're really good quality card, I have to say. I mean, I used to be a Trimcraft demonstrator and I absolutely love their products. So go and check them out. But yeah, it stands up really nicely. So let me quickly show you the Pink Posies pack and then we'll show you how to make the card. So ignore this page. This is from another pack. So the Pink Posies pack. This is the Pink Posies pack. And we've got some really nice, it's very much florals, but I've done some other patterns that aren't florals as well in it. So we've got like a wood grain, a pink and purple wood grain here as well, just so you got a bit of difference, something different to use. And then we've got this one, which is like a really nice smaller floral print. Again, this is the same pattern as the one I've used on my card with a different colour. Then I've gone for a kind of a floor and a kind of an inked up kind of a page as well, because I thought that might quite, it's quite a nice bit of change. Tonally it works. We've got butterflies as well. We've got the large red and pinky floral one, which I've used on my card, and then a slightly smaller one. And then also the burgundy splatter as well, which goes in quite nicely with the darker tones that you've got in your flowers. So yeah, so that's available over on my Etsy shop, so go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description below and also the details on the screen now. So I'm going to be using those papers on my card today. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need a few bits and bobs. Let me just move all my little pieces off. So for your base, you're going to need a base that is 7 by 10 inches, and you're going to score at 2.5. This is all along the long edge. You're going to score at 2.5 all the way down. Now you want to now score at 3 3/4, but you're going to come down, so 3 3/4, but you're going to come down an inch before you start pressing down. So come roughly about an inch, and you're going to score, you're going to score down, okay, to there, I think, yeah, and then you're going to score down and you're going to stop about an inch from the bottom. Okay, so just, you can just kind of eye it to make sure that it's about an inch. Okay, then you want to come at 5 inches and you're going to score down, but only an inch down. And again, from the bottom, you're going to score 5 inches, but you're only going to score an inch up. Okay, so I'm just flipping it over just so that then I can, because I don't know where I haven't got lines on my board. Then you want to score at 6 1/4, and again, you want to come an inch down and then just score the middle section until you're an inch shy from the bottom. And then the next one is 7 1/2, and you're going to score all the way top to bottom. Okay, so you'll end up with that. Okay, so what you want to do then is turn your card around. I find it easy to turn it around. And then you're going to make down this first score line, just mark it at 1 inch and also at 6 inches. Okay, so that's an inch from the top down. And then you're going to do the same on the last score line, which was your 7 1/2 score line. So again, just make a mark on both sides. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get our metal ruler and Stanley knife. If you want to do it on your trimmer, you can. And we're just going to cut down between those two marks. So between your first and your last score line, you're just going to cut a line in between the two, like that. Okay, we're going to do the same on the top. Again, an inch down between the two. So you end up with that. So you've now got a cut that just goes between your first and your last. So now we need to go ahead and fold. So in order to fold, we want to go with this first score line is going to be a valley fold. So that's your valley there. Then this one in the middle here, that's a mountain, and that's a valley. So I'm just going to fold this other valley in first. So both of the end folds are both valleys, like that. These two here are mountains. And this one here is also a mountain. Okay, so what's going to happen is when you shut it, you're going to scoop this in like that, so that these two bits, can you see how they go in like that? So they're going to go in like that, and then one of these flaps will go to the left, and one of them will go to the right. So you can go ahead now, just sort of flatten it down, burnish it. That's going to go that way, and make sure it's nice and it knows what it's doing. So I did this card a while ago now, but I did it with a smaller piece in the middle. So this has just got a bigger section in the middle, and so then when you open it up, there's your card. Okay, so to decorate this, you're going to need two. Well, you in total need you need two pieces that are. Let me just get mine because not that it really matters, but I did cut them so they fitted. Is that around? It doesn't matter anyway because they're going to go on the side. But you need two pieces of mat that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and two pieces of pattern that are 2 inches by 6 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those two down. So that's what it should look like. Then for this middle piece here, you just need, well, you need two pieces of mat because you're going to have another piece on the back with your white piece on it. So this is going to be 2 1/4 inches by 4 3/4. So the pattern is 2 inches by 4 1/2. So obviously on the back you'll have the same mat, but then the white will be the same as the pattern. The white will be 2 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on there, and I'm going to wait for that one because I still need to stamp that up. Okay, so next we need to do these two side panels here. You need two mats. They're 1 inch wide by 4 3/4 long, and the pattern that goes on it is 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down on there like that. And then also you've got these 4 pieces here. So these 4 pieces here, they're only tiny. Now again, you can change your measurements slightly because I've left the same borders I've done with everything else, but obviously because they're such tiny pieces, it kind of makes them look really tiny. But anyway, these are 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4, and then the pattern panels are 1/2 inch by 2. So you need 4 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. So that's it with it fully decorated. Obviously you've still got your other piece to go here, so you just need that's where your matte piece will go, and your white piece that I discussed earlier. So if you want to as well, you could not write your message there, you could do it on the sides if you wanted to. So now we're just going to go ahead and decorate. So I'm going to be using these wonderful butterfly dies. These are from Coca Rosa Studio. So if you head over there and use iced 20, that will get you 20% off. So it comes with the actual, the pattern butterfly, and also then the shadow shape, which is fantastic because means you can double them up like this, and they look really nice. So there's 3 different designs. There's this one here, which is kind of like it's kind of on a side, the sort of gives it a bit of motion. There's that one, and then there's this one, which is like properly on the side. And so yes, I've cut them out of. So this card here, the matte, is actually the Mermaid Miri card pack from Dovecraft, and then the one on the top, so this sort of rainbow holographic-y, is their Rainbow Miri card, and I've used that, and I just think the two together work really well, and they just pop really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead now, I'm going to add a greeting and then work out where I want the butterflies to go. Okay, so there's your finished card. So as you can see, the butterflies really do finish it off nicely, I think. And then it will still fold flat. Obviously, you just got to flatten down your little butterflies. Make sure they go in. Just be aware of where your embellishments are going when you decorate. You might want to fold it flat just to double check, because I was going to put one at the top here and then realised that this flat would get in the way of it when it opened up. So just be mindful of that. So yeah, so really cool card, quite easy to do, fits in an envelope for a 5x7 card, 5x7 envelope even. Yeah, fits in an envelope for 5x7 card. I got that right the first time out. Please go and check out www.drkcrafts.co.uk and check out their rainbow card, the mermaid card, all the things on there. They've got some wonderful things on there. And also go and check out cocorosastudio.com and use my code ICE20 and that will get you 20% off your order. So yeah, and also go and check out my Etsy shop as well, because this is the new Pink Posies pack that's available in the Etsy shop now. So go and check it out. But yeah, so that's the video for today. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you next time. Bye.